I've had 7 miscarriages, and now I'm convinced the doctor stole my babies. After losing 6 pregnancies, the pain never got easier. I begged for answers, but every doctor told me the same thing. Some rare condition, likely genetic. No one could give me real answers. If only I had known the truth, the horrifying, twisted truth hiding behind white coats and hospital walls. My last miscarriage was 10 years ago. I always went to the same hospital in our quiet, isolated town in the Midwest. I worked at the public library, cold, drafty. Barely anyone came in anymore. All I wanted was a child, a baby with my husband, Malcolm. But that final time, something went wrong. The baby came feet first. The nurses panicked. They rushed me to surgery for an emergency C-section. Malcolm tried to follow, but Dr. Olson blocked him. "Sir, this is delicate. Please take a seat." If only he hadn't listened. If only he had pushed through. They knocked me out completely. I woke up groggy, my head pounding. The room was spinning, and there was Dr. Olson, standing in the corner, cradling a baby. She was cooing to it, rocking gently, smiling. My baby. I heard her cry. I swear I did. Loud, shrill, and alive. Dr. Olson turned to me, still smiling. "I'm so sorry, Mrs. Adamson. Your daughter was stillborn. There was nothing that could be done." But I heard her. We were in a maternity ward, surrounded by crying newborns. My mind was hazy, my body numb. I was too weak to argue. We named her Sarah, buried a small casket, held a funeral, and then everything unraveled. Malcolm was diagnosed with throat cancer a year later. He passed before the treatments even had a chance to begin. I became a childless widow, alone in a house that once echoed with dreams of lullabies. The years blurred, my 30s, my 40s. I drifted like a ghost through them, and every now and then, I'd see her. A girl, blonde hair, pale green eyes, the age Sarah would have been. I saw her boarding buses, browsing bookstores, crossing parking lots. She aged as my daughter should have. My therapist said they were hallucinations, prescribed stronger meds, said I needed closure. Last week, I saw her again, getting off the airport shuttle, blonde hair now chin-length, worn jeans and a puffy winter coat. She looked tired, but real. On Saturday, I brought tulips to the cemetery, and there she was, standing alone near a distant headstone, head bowed, hands tucked in her coat pockets. I waited until she left and walked over. In loving memory of Dr. Joshua Olson and his beloved wife, Eleanor, the doctors who delivered all my miscarriages. I remembered once asking Dr. Olson during a prenatal visit, "Do you have kids of your own?" She shook her head and whispered, "No, never happened for me." Then she turned away to wipe her eyes. But now she had a daughter, Mary Ann, my Sarah. I found their last known address and drove there. My hands shook on the steering wheel. A young woman answered the door. "Yes? Are you Mary Ann Olson?" She blinked. "Yeah, who are you?" "I'm sorry to hear about your mother. I knew her. She delivered my baby." She let me in. The walls were packed with photos, her at every age, smiling, growing. "What do you remember about your mom?" I asked. She was wonderful, strong, funny, a little distant toward the end. She had Alzheimer's and stomach cancer. "What's your birthday?" "November 8th. I froze. That's the exact day I was born. Stillborn, they said. Mary Ann continued. "Mom had a phantom pregnancy. That's what she called it. Dad delivered me alone just before midnight, Dr. Olson. She lied to everyone. Took my child. Raised her like her own. I wanted to scream. I wanted to grab her and tell her the truth. That I was her real mother. That her life was stolen. But then I looked at her. Really looked at her. Tired eyes. Pain behind her smile. Illness. Loss. She didn't need more pain. She didn't need the truth. Not now. So I nodded, made small talk, and left. Told her I'd known her parents from years back. Nothing more. When I got home, I sat in silence for hours. The house felt emptier than ever. But there's nothing I can do. Not now. Malcolm would have understood. He would have done the same. I guess I'll be going to Australia in February like I planned. Maybe a different continent will finally bring me peace.